Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Tales of the Cerulean. Of Crimson Skies. Tells you what's on my mind as, yeah, this last week was the death of a lot of player characters this week.
I heard.
It was a fairly lethal week of D&D. I'm a little surprised by that, but you know, it is what it is. But hey, you know what? We are going to still have some fun as we are back with Crimson Skies and the Crew of the Hand. So, with our rather dour music, the party last week went up against a blood witch of a rather dangerous and deadly individual known as the Ivory King. They survived, but suffered the loss of a party member, quite unfortunately. Sazia passing on into the next life. We find ourselves our players in the last moments before the arrival of the cruiser Umbra from Beirut and the battleship Oasis. As they are on their approach, you all slowly but surely collecting yourselves. What would you all like to do? Or would you like to progress the scene?
I think when we ended last time, I said fuck this shit and told someone else to take the controls and went back to my room. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, let's start with you then. Viamir. Off in your room, what is it exactly that you're doing?
Playing with my new prayer beads that the witch had. Just kind of taking the time to absorb what they do and try to attune to them.
Okay, so you're going to spend the hour tuning to the prayer beads?
Yeah.
Okay. If I may ask you, kind sir...
Can I take a short rest?
You have time for a short rest, but as you attune to the prayer beads over the next hour, what is your current alignment?
Oh, I'm sorry, not the prayer beads. The round orb made of metal with bright gold eye that shines unnaturally.
Okay, so
the Eye of Luna.
You are tuning to the Eye of Luna.
Yes, I think we gave the prayer beads to...
Prayer beads went to Awen.
Yeah.
Prayer beads went to Awen. Okay. With the prayer beads safely away in Awen's hands, you find yourself attuning to the Eye of Luna. And as you do, you feel this connection once again to the earth, to the wild, to the mysteries beyond. It feels like home. It feels familiar, and it starts to permeate this scent that lingers in your nose of the sweet scent of cherry wood. It's pleasant. It's calming. And you have access to all of its abilities.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll some d12s to recover my health.
Sounds good. Who else has something that they would wish to do?
After the events with talking to Sazia for the last time, Fixer went back to the engine room.
Okay. Fixer, inside of the engine room, you see the chains that impacted in slowly begin to dissolve. Very, very slowly. Almost like they're made of blood, and they slowly just drip and melt like a hot piece of chocolate just left out in the sun underneath a magnifying glass.
Fixer barely notices that. He finds like a corner in the room, sits down, and kind of like he hasn't washed off his hand or anything from basically blowing up the witch's head, and he's kind of staring at both of his hands, one of them grimy and like usual, and the other one covered with blood. And every couple of seconds, he pulses electricity through the one with blood.
Okay. Alrighty. Who has the gun? Who has the grave pistol, by the way?
After finding out it was cursed from identifying it, Law held on to it.
Okay.
He hasn't done anything with it yet.
Okay. Um, who else?
Question: after the witch was defeated, the chains that were connecting her ship or her to our ship, did those dissipate or go away?
They are slowly melting, but they are still very, very much there, embedded into the hull of the ship.
Say Eowyn's just gonna kind of he's just gonna kind of survey the ship and see, kind of watch for the chains to break away to see what we can do to fix it and hopefully get back up in the air.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
15.
15. Getting a look at what needs to be repaired, it is mostly armor and hull and floor damage. There is a heavy amount of holes lining several different floors of the ship. She still seems flyable and serviceable. Several rooms have been completely torn away that will need to be rebuilt, just due to the chains impacting. And as you are making your way through, you do see them as well, dripping and forming a pool of blood. And as it melts away, it drips and slowly kind of slides out the gaping hole that it pushed its way through. And there's this moment where Lycirus just looks at you when you make your way to the bridge, and she just gives you a nod that she's still serviceable, but wounded.
Okay. And then Eowyn's just gonna kind of go around and see if there aren't any more. I know that you said that the crew with Captain Taggart was off fighting elsewhere, which is why they didn't join us. Eowyn's just gonna look around and try to find some workers who can help potentially repair some of the ship if at all possible.
Okay.
He'll probably actually go look for Fixer as well.
Looking around throughout the ship, a lot of what everyone tells you is that you will need supplies first and foremost to begin repairs of the ship. Captain Taggart goes with you, and, well, cost estimates look maybe about 500 gold pieces total. If you don't want the drafts.
500, yeah, that's not too much, right? Right there, Captain Taggart. It's certainly doable. Maybe
It's doable.
maybe we'll have to see if we can
But it's a charge
scrounge
of
up some.
money.
Yeah, of course. Well, what we could do is we could take her back and see if we can't find someone to help work on it, and see if we can't scrounge up that 500 gold.
Of course. I'll put in a good word for you.
Yeah, I appreciate
See if we
that.
can bring the price down.
Yeah, maybe we could get our buddy Law here to help us with some negotiation. He sold some. I heard he sold some sand for quite a bit of money a little bit earlier, and it was.
I hope to hell he was disguised.
I do believe he was. They were saying they were going out to sell some things, but yeah, it was pretty funny. He came back with a lot of items, and he said he sold some sand. That was it.
That's how you get in a lot of trouble, but good for him. Good for him. Do you have the prayer beads on you to attune to them?
I do. Yeah, Eowyn will probably just make
Okay.
sure everyone else is okay, and then
As
attune probably.
as you hang on to them, they slowly begin to attune to you as their magics focus and give this warm sensation through your body. What is your current alignment?
Well, it was chaotic good, but it probably could be changed.
If it is chaotic good, it will stay at chaotic good. There is a curse to these prayer beads. They are known as the virtuous faith. Now, faith can be in a myriad of things. It can be in your friends, your allies, your skills as a fighter. But these are faith in keeping one alive. The other issue that they come with is that this faith in life and keeping people alive also increases your goodwill and good nature. Your personal wealth cannot exceed 50 gold pieces. You are compelled to give away all excess gold, platinum, silver, copper to those who are most needy.
And when you say most needy, is it in
Could be
the
the-
grand scheme of things, or is it like
it could be the poor, it could be a starving child, it could be a party member, it could be
Okay.
it could be anybody whoever seems the most needy is the first to charge that necessary giving sensation.
okay?
But your
All right.
personal wealth can no longer increase past 50 gold pieces. Which basically means if you want something special, you have to ask someone else to buy it for
Yeah.
you.
Okay, good to know. So far we're good.
Okay. Anyone else? Law? Sid?
Well, if nobody needs me, I'm going to go to my room.
Okay.
And
Ma-
then she goes to her room, and there is lots and lots of screaming and infernal and stuff being broken
Okay.
for probably around 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. So for an hour, we'll see what happens if you attend certain things for in an hour. Law.
Law's going to be trying to get spirits up despite his personal feelings. So he's going to be using minor illusion a lot to create a beat for him to play the trumpet to and get spirits up, and basically just go dancing around the ship, like trying to liven everyone up, kind of lighten the mood.
Okay. Oh, he froze. No.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Where did I cut off at?
Livening
Is that
people's
light-
spirits up.
yeah.
So yeah, he's basically just trying to liven spirits up. He's using minor illusion a lot to create a beat for him to play the trumpet to, and playing a really jazzy, like lively.
Okay. Go ahead and make a performance check.
That's what you get for playing Reveille on a ship. You
Well,
freeze.
that's a 24.
It's a 24. Okay. I need... Who would like to roll a morale check? 1d100 for me.
Eowyn will roll it.
All right.
Clearly,
Yeah.
it should be the captain.
Seems fitting for that it should be the captain.
I was gonna
It's
say
a-
I've had some really bad rolls lately.
97.
97. Okay. You all feel the music getting through to you. There is this tone that's hard to not tap your foot to, or in Sin's case, break things melodically to a beat to.
Is he playing it over the loudspeaker?
No, but it's loud enough to where you can hear it echo throughout the ship. At certain ends of the ship it will be quieter, but you'll still be able to hear it. Even with Sazia's death, there is a boost to morale. The ship's general mood and general feelings about the way things went. There is that turn of, we've done something impressive with a crew of a bunch of scrubs that just got their first ship, and they survived. We took out a tower and a potential base of operations. Morale has gone up. You all receive 1 inspiration of a d6 that you can add to any roll upcoming. It needs to be used by the end of the session.
Okay.
Including damage?
Not damage, no. Just attack rolls, saving throws, initiative, or ability checks. So, over the course of the hour, 2 large ships make their way into view. One you see flying the Beirun flag, this rather long and aerodynamic looking cruiser class airship, sleek, black, with gold trimmings along its edges. The other you all notice to be from Hegan. Its bright silver and gold plating glistening in the sun, its flag flying high, its thicker, more rounded shaped body, kind of ovular, making its way through with ease and a bit of pride, almost as if it knows it's supposed to be there at the edge of its domain, where you all are. As the 2 ships begin circling, small drop pods get fired out from both ships, land on the outskirts, and you begin to hear the subtle sounds of gunfire popping from below as they begin cleaning up the issues down below.
Not firing at us, firing,
Not firing at you,
Okay.
at all the surviving undead that exist below. There is a communication, hail from both ships on a combined call, conferencing you in. Lycirus turns and looks at you, Awen.
He'll just kind of give her a nod, like, let him through.
Okay. She gives a few commands, and you watch as 2 individual screens pop up. And you see a very heroic-looking hobgoblin with angular features, a few ridges coming down at his chin and angling almost to a twin devil's pointed chin, an extra pair of these large boned ridges at his eyebrow line, and a few crossing his nose, his deep set crimson red skin kind of sitting back, his hair brushed up, his yellow eyes staring back at you. And to the other, you notice a very tan-skinned individual, black hair, brown eyes, a little regal looking in his uniform. Next to him, you see a smaller individual, a halfling by look, with bright blonde hair and deep blue eyes, looking at you with a set of freckles along his face and a bit of plumpness to his cheeks. Right behind him, though, you see a tabaxi. It doesn't fit in with any of the military of Hegan at all. In fact, looks very much like a freelancer of some kind. And as you all take these images in and these sights, the hobgoblin's first to speak. So, you're the ones who took out this tower?
Yeah, this is Captain Eowyn. We took out the tower and the witch along with it.
The man from Hegan smirks a smile. Oh, there was a witch here. Isn't this interesting? Tell me, how fared you in this fight?
We came out of it with a bit of wounds gathered from each of our members, and so far we know we've had one casualty, but we're still scouring the ship to make sure there weren't any others.
The two seem to look at each other, give a nod. Very well. I believe the captain and I have both agreed to keep peace here, giving you all a time to recover, in say 12 hours time, we would like to have you all meet us for dinner.
Can I ask who I'm speaking with?
Of course you may. I am Captain Sage of the battleship Oasis. Captain Holt, the cruiser Umbra.
And then I'm guessing Holt is the hobgoblin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet and talk with both of you. You said you wanted to meet in 12 hours, was it?
Yes. You can take your rest, bury or burn your dead, whatever you wish to do. Just, when you're able, land your ship outside of the tower, and we will bring you any wealth that we find in the levels below that are still functioning.
Well, we appreciate you giving us some time to tend to our wounds and rest up a bit, and we do look forward to sitting down with each of you and discussing anything you'd like. But yeah, we do need to get some rest, and like you said, we got some things to tend to with the bodies and the ship and things.
Oh, what is the name of your ship, if I may ask?
Oh, we're the ship. We fly the Hand.
The two trade glances with each other. And what is the name of the team of your crew that took out this witch in this tower?
And Eowyn just kind of looks around to anyone who's in the bridge with us.
At this point, it is just you and Lycirus, and she mutes the comms for a moment. Do you want to, talk it over with them?
Yeah, maybe we should just ask around. Maybe we'll have to get back to him. We'll come up with a good name.
All right,
something good.
You tell him that we'll get back to him. I'm sure that'll go over well. And she unmutes the comms.
Captain, the group. It's a. I guess you could call us a newer group. We really haven't put much thought into it, but maybe when we sit down a little bit later, we can come up with something pretty good. We're gonna want to. There's gonna be stories. I mean, there's gonna be stories, and they're gonna want to put a name to the group, and we'll have that ready and available for you in 12 hours.
You watch with your passive perception behind Captain Sage as the halfling just kind of leans his head back to the tabaxi, whispers something, gives a nod, keeps focus. Very well. We will see you in 12 hours. Do be sure to get plenty of rest. And come with empty stomachs. We will be sure to feed you a hearty feast. Yes.
Yes, we most certainly will. We appreciate it, and we will speak with you each soon.
Very well. Comms cut. Both videos gone.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of look at Lycurgus and just be like, yeah, we need to come up with something real good, cause
Yeah, that'd be good. Most I mean, like, you guys are the away team. You guys do all the fighting while the rest of us do all the, I guess you could say heavy lifting and being frightened to shit as you order us into a death charge. I would appreciate it if you would only do that if it's absolutely necessary, Captain.
I mean, overall, I think it went pretty well. I think we each came out of it. I've all got some cuts and bruises, and I mean, we did lose Sazia, and Awen just kind of was like, oh yeah, that's kind of a bad thing. But I mean, we did defeat the witch, and
if I can put a question for you to think on, Captain.
Yeah, of course.
Was that reckless maneuver worth one death?
It was. We certainly didn't think that that was gonna happen, but I'm not too familiar with the ship and didn't know what its capabilities were, and do you think we could have outran them or got away if we would have went a different direction or something?
I don't know. I'm not the one in command. And as she
Well,
says that, she sets the ship in to hover in place and locks the console. She doesn't give you the password to unlock it and take command at the helm, but she just places a hand on your chest and gives you a friendly European kiss on the cheek and just right to the side. And as she does before she pulls away, think about it before you answer. And makes her way out.
Eowyn's just gonna, at this point, he's probably just gonna sit and ponder for a good bit until he goes to find the others.
Okay.
Thinking on her question.
Okay. 6. You find yourself watching this encounter between the two captains and this very, very bald, hairless half-elf who seems confident, but both confident and nervous at the same time. Your employer, Dalen, leans back and... What do you think of them?
Them or him? 'Cause he looks a little green to be a captain to me.
As a whole, what do you think of them? Doing this much damage.
My initial thought is they got lucky, but any shot taken in the dark could get lucky.
I want to change the deals to your employment. Is that acceptable?
What you got
for
thinking?
I want to put you on their ship. I'll still pay you. You'll still get your weekly stipend. Somehow, someway, I'll get it to you. But I at least want to know what it is that they're doing. They seem useful. Very, very useful.
I mean, they're pirates, though. I'm not saying they're bad people. I've met a lot of good pirates, too, but...
Their ship's a pirate ship, but they've done something that pirates don't necessarily have to do. They might be independent.
What's to say that they weren't saving their own skin, though?
Why don't I leave that for you to find out? And
How's
if it's-
about this? I do this to you. I'll do this for you. I want a little bit more compensation.
Double.
All right, that sounds good.
Excellent. With that, Awen, you spend the next few hours going throughout the ship, collecting everyone. Some more begrudging than others, I imagine, but you all find yourselves grouped inside of a damaged, smoke-filled kitchen.
When you say everyone, you just talking about our smaller group, or
Your
you talking
smaller
Taggart
group.
and his? Okay. So as he gathers, Viamir, Fixer, Sin, Law, he's just gonna be like, well, I just wanted to kind of get everyone together. The captains of the other ships, they want to meet with us here in a bit. They were pretty kind. They said they wanted to invite us for some food and hear a little bit and share some of the findings that they get on the ground. They just want to meet us and chat with us, and we need to come up with a name to call ourselves. They asked us what our ship was called, and then they asked us what we call ourselves, and I mean,
I'm Viamir.
yes, but they asked what we call our group, and I don't really know what we call our group.
Oh. Like a tribe name.
Kind of.
So I guess I didn't want to just pick a name. I wanted, I know all of us are in this together, so I didn't know if we wanted to come up with something. I mean, the ship's called the Hand. I mean, we could try to think of something.
Never been a fan of that.
I mean, you can't.
It was kind of forced on us.
Yeah. I mean, that's the name of the ship. You can't.
You can
You
rename
just-
ships.
I don't know. Can I rename you?
You can. I mean, no, but you could, but I just wouldn't listen. But
Right, so maybe the
a
ship
little
wouldn't
bit of
listen if
tease
you
and it's a
renamed
new
it.
name.
Didn't the queen say that the ship is ours to do with as we please, including renaming it?
You still ask a nice lady elf if you can bed her. You don't just bed her.
You would like to ask the ship.
Yes.
Is Lysiris with us by chance?
She is not, no.
Oh. And then I threw it in the chat. Do we know what did Taggart's group that I was a part of? Did they have any sort of group name that they referred to themselves as, or?
Taggart's Tallywags.
They didn't have any names, no. He just
Okay.
called them Team 1 or Squad.
Yeah.
Sent them out. Didn't really care what they called themselves, but you guys have done something that has gained the attention of 2 different countries.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know where to kind of start. I mean, Taggart, when I was part of Taggart's crew, we really didn't have any
1,
group names.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna count Zazia.
Holy shit, he can count.
6. There were 6 of us, and there's 5 fingers on a hand, and that equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need more hands. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 1. 11.
Yeah.
So 11. Wait, are there 2 hands on this ship, or is it just the 1 hand? Let me start my math over. 5
what
plus
are you
5
counting?
is 10.
Oh, did you teach him how to count?
plus 6. I only have an 8 intelligence.
I didn't
Just
teach him
below
how
average.
to count, but I may help him.
I don't understand why you're counting. I mean,
What
There's-
are you getting at?
there's 5 of us, and
No,
then
6 of us. Sazia helped us defeat this witch.
yes, there were. Well, and then we could also. I mean, do we include Lyciris? I mean, she helped navigate. She didn't fight, but she.
No, she was a bitch.
Nice. She. So if there's 6 of us that fought, then we could do something with like the word 6, and we could make it. But I mean, I think
The
Yeah.
sexy 6, yeah. No, not feeling that one. All right.
Sinful 6.
Sinful.
Sinfuls.
That's too
No.
close. That's too close to one of our names.
Yeah, I feel like that makes her the leader. I don't like that 'cause she eats rocks.
Uh,
How many times have you actually seen me eat rocks?
Just the once. That's enough.
yeah. With Vimir, it only takes one time, and then it's just caught in his head,
It's true.
But
Oh,
do we
good.
have any other words that could go along with 6? Like if you start it with the same letter, you do. A lot of people do that, where it kind of starts with the same letter, and
I'm pretty sure that word is called alliteration.
That would be
Close.
alliteration.
Alliteration.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, let's go with
Totally.
that. I don't know why we need a name. We're not fucking heroes.
I'm a
I-
hero. I don't know about
I
you.
mean, I'm not saying we need a name, but the captains from the other ship, they asked us about our group name, and I didn't really know what to say, so I told them we'd get back to them. I mean, I guess we don't have to pick a name,
Okay,
but
so S words, squirrel.
Squirrel 6, I don't think that sounds good.
Well, I mean, you can make it an adjective like squirrely
Steel
6.
6?
SEAL Team 6.
SEAL Team 6.
No,
Storm 6. The 6 of storms.
no.
Well,
Several
ensemble of-
sixes sexting.
an ensemble of 6 people is known as a
Sextuplets.
sextet.
Maybe we should let someone else maybe try. Law said he sounded like he wanted to say something.
Oh well, an ensemble of 6 people is known as a sextet. We could try to do something with.
We're not a band.
I don't like. I guess what are we going for? Are we going for something kind of like menacing or something like Do we if people write stories about us, do we want them to be like reading about kittens or like the Phoenix, like the ship we were on before? It kind of had a nice name to it, and now we've got the hand. I mean, the hand's kind of cool. It's you punch people with a hand, with a closed hand, like a fist, but. We
The
could.
slapping 6, because hands also slap. Remember, disrespect, discipline.
Who taught you that?
The mother tree.
Mother tree. I mean, maybe we could sit on it for a little bit. We could maybe reconvene about the name. I mainly kind of just wanted to get it out there, and then, like I said, I wanted to tell everyone that they wanted to sit down with us for dinner in a little bit. They said 12 hours, but that was maybe a couple hours ago. So, maybe they told us to rest, and if we needed to do anything like repairs to the ship, we could take some time to do that, and that way we could go and join them for dinner. I think everyone's probably gonna be hungry. I mean, especially 12 hours from now. Well, less now, probably 9 hours. But yeah, like I said, let's think on it.
I'm actually hungry now.
How about we
Yeah,
just sleep on it or whatever, and then we each come up with a name, and we throw it in a fucking hat, and draw a fucking stupid name. Which will probably be like Vimir's bitches, knowing what happens with this group. Okay, are we done? Okay, I'm going now. Bye.
The stupid 6. There it is.
Yes, you can certainly
That's my
put that
vote.
one in.
That's my vote. And I write it down. In Elvish, of course.
So okay, we'll definitely keep that one in consideration. But yeah, everyone, why don't we
Let's
go
go to
rest? Yeah. Who's my hat? Your hat?
I don't have a hat.
No.
I don't need to cover
No.
my head with other things because I have hair.
Oh. Okay. We're getting a little hostile. Maybe you need to eat. You're not you when you're hungry.
I thought you took the bowler hat.
I might have taken it. I won't certainly wear it.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just doing
I just
it.
want. I just
never
want
got
things.
to wear the feather cap. Oh no!
Uh-oh. We can
so mad.
leave it with your body or something. Just
Oh man.
Okay.
so, yeah, we'll reconvene. Everyone go rest and we'll do our thing and we'll reconvene about this. But yeah, just prepare yourself. We're gonna be having a meal here and we'll get to meet the captains. They looked pretty interesting. Looked like they had a few other people who were gonna join us. And yeah, they seem nice though. They seem nice.
Okay. As you all make your way to get long rests, you can officially apply your level ups. Which I suppose
Right,
is
because we totally didn't.
a positive thing. As you all rest your weary bodies, getting up with an hour and a half to spare, find yourselves getting ready. Lycirus begins the descent of the hand down to the ground. And you all begin to hear the sound of revelry, music, and some rather excitable individuals. It sounds like a party is taking place. The music echoing through the ship and entering the halls through the open holes. Looking out, you see a massive bonfire. You see individuals from the different militaries coming together, sharing drink, telling stories, engaging in song, and some good drink. As you all make your way off the ship, what would you guys like to do? What would you like to explore?
Fixer is going to try to ascertain the closest source of alcohol.
That is easy enough. There is not even an issue with that. You see that there is a massive keg of Beiruvian ale sitting there, just tapped. It is the size of the hand's engine. It is that big.
He will go and grab 2 mugs and fill both of them, and then
So Beirun mugs are not just mugs, they are almost half-gallon pitchers of just a mug. Perfectly shaped, these wooden mugs, just elegantly put together by master wood carvers and carpenters. They are exquisite to a T, and you see the Beirun B in gold embossed into the mugs, and as you fill them up all the way, at one point there is one male of the Beirun military that comes over and just kind of watches you, steps right next to you as you're up at the tap, and just leans, watches you.
can I help you?
Yeah, I highly suggest you don't stop filling that. Go all the way to the top, so if it spills out, you're spilling drink out for the fallen. All the way. Keep it going. Yeah. 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 Don't stop. Just let it fill. There you are. Do you need help filling the next one?
Sure.
He will hold down the tap for you to fill up the next one and just keeps eye contact with you the whole time. And he's just, you get the feeling he's just either annoyed with you, or maybe he's just waiting to see if you stand up for yourself in any way, shape, or form. If you'd like, you could make an insight check.
I gotta stop rolling that dice.
Oof.
My insight brings that to a 9.
A 9. He's not hiding it. He's just asserting his dominance as some type of, like, alcoholic. As he just sits there holding it down and waiting. And as you look down at the mug, it starts to get to an overfilling point. He lets it go. Yeah, I think you'll do just fine. Go enjoy your drink, little elf. You've done well, you and your friends. We are all actually very impressed with you.
Pixar's just going to nod and walk away.
Okay. Making your way. Who are you bringing the second mug for?
I'm going to try to find a table on the edge, and I am not bringing it for anybody in particular.
Okay. Finding a table is easy enough. They have brought out plenty. As you sit down and start enjoying your drink, what are the rest of you doing? And everyone is on the ground at this point, so even 6 is meandering through the crowd.
Law will grab a drink and join Fixer.
Okay. The same individual standing there just watching you pours out the drink. Hi.
Hello.
First time?
Yes.
It's a first time for everyone.
Yeah. So,
As he just sets you in an awkward position, he lets go of the tap as your mug is filled.
I'm behind Law.
As you're behind Law, he looks at you. Hi. You want a drink too?
Not your poison.
This isn't poison, this is ale. It's gifts
Yeah.
from the gods.
Not real gods.
You'd be surprised. It's taken from honey.
Nope. Not surprised.
Go missing out.
he doesn't drink ale, but do you have anything else?
Like water? Yeah, we have water. It's over there. He points, and there is a large, almost like vat, sitting in the middle of the area. It seems to be letting off a strange steam or fog as it counteracts the heat to the cold of this liquid.
Do you want some water before we go sit down, Viamir?
Yeah.
Okay. Vimir, as you head over, there are large mugs set down. Picking one up, filling it up. You have yourself a mug of ice-cold water that will prevent you from suffering any type of heat damage from long treks out of the open desert for the next day. Whether or not you guys go back to Hegan's up to you, but that is an effect you get from the water.
How big is the vat of water?
The vat is roughly about... Hold on, I have to do math. Is about 220 gallons.
I want to fill my. Do I have water skins? Where's my equipment? I do have a water skin. I will also fill my water skin.
All right, filling your water skin with it as well.
Yes.
Probably not a bad idea. Okay. As you go and join the others, who else is doing what?
With a passive perception of 12, would I be able to find Captain Tiger? Is he on the floor as well?
He is. He is very, very cautiously making his way through. And you notice he has actually shaved his beard. And there is a burn scar that's right over on this side of his face from some type of damage. Probably the reason he shaved his beard.
I see. So I already have like a drink or something, and then I'm just gonna, as soon as I see him, I'm gonna kind of like ruffle up the collar of the brown duster that I have, and then just kind of saunter over, and I'll be like, I didn't expect to see you here, Captain Taggart. Well, how have you been? I haven't seen you since Oasis, isn't that right?
Yes, it's been some time.
How's the Phoenix?
She's crashed, being picked over by some goblins.
My condolences. What happened? Is that what happened with the undead and everything?
He points to the tower.
Yeah.
Well,
How?
my protege did some good.
Shit.
Protege?
Just got upgraded to protege.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
He points over to Awen. That young pup right over there.
Well, you're not joking.
No.
Oh.
I shaved. I'm not joking.
Oh, man. I'd love to get you a drink, but that means I'm gonna be on some official business right now. Where are you headed from now on without the Phoenix and the crew and everything?
I intend to take what's left of my crew and head home. Get a new ship together, hire a new crew. It'll take me about a year or so to get back on my feet.
Well, I think you still owe me that competition. Maybe in a year?
He looks over his shoulder and shouts out, Awen!
Awen kind of hearing Captain Taggart just kind of moseys on over. Captain Taggart, it's good to see you down here as well.
I'm not gonna pass up free grub. Especially military grub at a party, it's usually pretty damn good. So, Awen, this here is an acquaintance of mine. This is Six, Awen.
Yeah, I think I saw you on the video. We were talking to your captain, and I think you were in the video, right?
Yeah. I was in the video. Yeah, back in the background and everything.
Yeah, well, it's great to meet you. You know Captain Taggart here.
Yeah, he's a. Now I wouldn't say rival because I'm not that good yet, but he's a good friend.
Are you a captain too? Are you
No.
rival captains?
Nah,
Like,
just an enthusiast. And then I kind of you could see me kind of look at my gun that's holstered. Like I'm kind of like looking down at the belt, and then just an enthusiast. It's not big of a deal. But I actually had a proposition for you. See, I recently found myself to be off of the ship that I came from.
Yeah.
I need
we all
place
got
to stay.
off.
I need a job.
You're not on with the other captain. You're.
I mean, technically I am, but technically I'm not.
Oh. Wait. Are you looking for a ship? I mean.
I'm looking for your ship. No, no,
Okay.
your crew, if I could join it.
I mean, we don't. I don't see why not. I mean, we've got the
Because
space
I mean,
available.
you are Captain Taggart's protege, right?
Awen just kind of like blushes almost a little bit and is like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, Captain Taggart, he taught me everything I know, and
So you know how to fire a gun too? You know how to fire a pistol, like Captain Taggart does?
no, he didn't. He taught me mostly about like flying and stuff, not
Oh.
really how much. Yeah,
Here,
I don't usually use guns.
watch this. He reaches into your belt, draws your gun 6, points it at Awen, takes maybe about 5 more steps back, get him about 15 feet. I want you to catch this, please, Awen.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of all right. I mean, I can try and.
He fires the gun at you. It does hit. It is only a D. What did we say your gun was? D8 or
D6.
D6? D6.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So go ahead and roll your deflect missiles,
Or don't. It's your choice.
or don't and get shot.
That's a 17 reduced.
Captain, no!
17, easy enough. The damage Captain Taggart got was a 10. As he points and just fires off, you catch the bullet in midair and it
Throw it back.
stings your hand. You want to throw it back at him?
Nah. It's a bad idea.
Stings your hand for a moment, but as you just unfold the hand, bullet sitting right there, Taggart just pulls a round out, pops a round back in the gun, hands it back to you. See?
Yeah, I try to. I don't really shoot the guns. I just try to avoid getting shot by them. You know, it's usually
That's
it's
mighty
one or-
impressive. What happens if the bullet explodes, though?
Then probably
You
my
catch it.
my hand would probably that'd probably be bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Do
That-
most bullets explode? Do you?
I can make them explode.
Maybe you shouldn't shoot me then. That would if you were to join us, I would maybe ask you not to shoot me. That would be I kind of asked that of most of my crew, or at least maybe it's maybe hopefully thrown out there, kind of a default, like don't shoot your own captain kind of thing.
No, I think that's a good rule. I think that's a
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean there's a couple other rules, but yeah, we'll certainly start with don't shoot the captain. That's where we'll start with.
well, I never shoot a friendly face. Let's leave it at that. How's about that? I just wanted to ask you though, if I do join you and your ship, would I be just a hired gun or a part of your crew? Because I used to be a bounty hunter, you know. I don't really know. I'm not really into this piracy sort of thing. It's not really my style, if you know what I mean. But I'd love to, just wanted to make sure what my title would be.
Awen will kind of smile when you say you don't want to be a pirate, like, oh yeah, that's great, pirates, awesome. And he's just like, oh well, I mean, we don't have like, I mean, some people like, hey, they've kind of taken some jobs on the ship, you know. Viamir, he kind of does the navigation. He sits there and looks at the radar, and you know, Fixer, he fixes things kind of with his name, so you can find him in the engine room a lot, and you know, you could certainly
I didn't
try
ask.
to find
I didn't
something.
ask everybody's name and everything. I just asked what my title would be.
Oh, I mean, you know, I guess if I don't want to say. I mean, you could man the gun, but I'm not saying that's like your job. You don't have to just solely sit there. I mean, you can help out around the whole ship and be part of the crew. I mean, we don't have titles really.
Nah, that sounds pretty. That sounds mighty fine. That if I'm able to help you out with this and be a part of your crew and shoot people for you.
I mean, you don't
Do I
have
get
to shoot
paid?
people, like unless maybe they're gonna kill us, you know. Yeah, I mean, you could like get paid like I would pay you. I mean, we would have to kind of do things to get paid, and then you could have some of that money. But Like, I don't have like any money I could give you like right now.
That's perfect. We do things, we get paid. That sounds about right. And I reach out my hand. I'll be like, to being part of your crew and everything. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just, when we go back on the ship, you just kind of come with us, and then you could just, we'll go from there. But yeah, and he kind of reaches his hand out, like, yeah, excited for you to meet everybody. We've got a pretty, and he kind of thinks for a second, yeah, we're a pretty interesting group. It's, yeah, you'll enjoy some of the people on there.
That sounds good. That sounds mighty good. Captain Taggart, if that's the case, thank you for the introduction and everything. Official business and all. I do expect us to have that little competition some other time.
Of course. We can absolutely do that. No issues there.
I'm looking forward to it. All right. Time to meet the crew.
Yeah, let's go see if we can find everyone else. They're probably off doing their thing. We got that dinner coming up soon, so we'll see if we can catch everyone, and then maybe we can have that dinner.
As you say that, you actually smell food being cooked. You smell boar being roasted on an open fire. There are just all types of foods. You see that kebabs are being put together. It's a plethora of a feast, and everyone here is aiming to party and have a good time. For you guys just destroying one little thing, there's really no major reason for them to party, but hey, who are you to snub noses at a party?
Well, I'm Viamir, obviously.
Yeah.
So, rest of you, anyone else doing anything? Sin?
Side note, when Law came to sit next to Fixer, he moved the second mug to the other side of him.
Okay. Sin, you doing anything?
I go find Sig.
Okay. Sig is talking with one of the Beirun officers. And he seems to kind of be looking to maybe leave.
Are you leaving?
I need to. It's kind of important for me to leave.
Why?
Because I cannot do much with this missing arm, so I need to go back to my temple and return this weapon and seek out my new weapon.
That sounds like a lot of work. So, where are you going?
I have a long walk, about 2 months south of here into the southern coast of Beirun.
Oh, so that's why you're talking to this guy?
Yeah.
Hoping to catch a ride?
No, I'm actually hoping to purchase one of their motorcycles and make my way there.
By yourself?
Yeah.
With one arm?
Yeah.
That sounds awfully dangerous.
Well, you know, when you have your gods to protect you, it's really not that dangerous, I suppose.
She looks at his missing arm. Are you sure your god is protecting you?
Well, this was a misunderstanding with a ship crashing down on me.
Well, why would you let an entire ship fall down on you?
That wasn't my fault, no, was it?
Well, your god didn't stop it.
No, that's kind of a big thing to ask of my god. Does your god stop things for you? Does your god make you hit things?
I don't really have a god.
Well, then it's
I
not
have
for
a
you.
patron. He threw a rock at me.
I am slightly confused by that statement.
He threw a rock at me. He broke my horn. I cried. I lift up my little cap a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be something worth crying over, I suppose.
I mean, did you cry when you lost your arm?
I was pissed off and I shouted at the skeletons that was staring at me when the piece of the bulkhead came down and cut it off. And then the skeleton was like, "Holy shit, man, that was crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, you're fucking sinking." And stabbed him with my greatsword, and that was about it. And that was the last thing I fought.
That makes sense. When are you leaving?
As soon as this gentleman speaks to his captain.
When are you speaking to your captain?
I intend to be speaking to the captain rather soon.
Can you, like, put it off for a while? I want to talk to Sig.
See, the officer looks to Sig, and Sig just... Alright, I will give you the evening. The officer makes his way off.
Sig, what do you do when you've got, like, a really bad strain of, like, really bad luck and you can't hit shit?
I train harder? Like, have you just not been able to hit anything?
Yeah, no. Everything manages to, like, move out of the way. It's really, really sickening. Like, I think I'm going to hit him, and it's like, no, you don't hit shit. What the fuck is this? I'm so fucking angry. And then Sazia died, and now I don't know what to do with myself. Is this even the right thing to do?
Well, I mean, sometimes some things are faster than you and will be more maneuverable. You could try changing up the weapons that you use. Maybe something different would benefit you in some way. Sazia dying is a very unfortunate thing, but it did happen, and there's no way to change that. No one was able to bring him back to life. People die. You will die. I could die. Viamir could die. Law could die. Avon could die. Fixer could die.
Yeah, well, you see, there's, like, I only really liked Sazia because Sazia didn't give a fuck. Everyone else is kind of a... Putting off.
Sazia did give a fuck, so.
No, he did not give, like... He didn't give the fucks that everyone else gives.
Sazia gave a fuck what everyone cared about him. I could tell that from the first time I met him.
Well, I mean, yeah. You didn't see his car. You didn't hear about the things we discussed about his car, and then his car kind of blew up, and then he wanted the car back from Wa, who, yeah, you know. It's a long story. But, I mean, honestly, I didn't really like anyone else except for him. And now, it's just, like, I don't know. I just really want to hit something, or someone repeatedly, preferably stab someone over and over again. I think that would be really, really good.
Well, have you tried, like, working out? Like, push-ups? Pull-ups?
No, but I
Sprinting?
did stab everything in my room.
Yeah, stabbing things usually is not the right course of action. I mean, like, yeah, it's okay to be upset that someone died, but you have to come together as a group and tackle the issues ahead of you. You can't be focusing on the things you can't change.
No, I think I can focus on the thing that I can't change and then obsess over it for the rest of my life. Just regular living things.
He just kind of takes his good arm and just pop, bops you on the head.
Ow! You piece of shit!
Great, are you going to obsess over that I hit you on the top of the head now?
I'm not going to forget it. That's what you mean. And I will probably exact my revenge at some point if we meet again and you're still alive and maybe you have another arm. Or maybe even if you don't have another arm, maybe I'll just stab you in the kneecap and then you won't have a fucking leg.
Hey, look, what's that over there?
I don't know. I'm not looking over there because you hit me.
I'm not going to hit you again, seriously. Look, Vyamir is flashing his ding-dong to everyone.
That is what Vymir does. That is what he does every single day.
Law is now showing his ding-dong to everyone.
That's not really my type.
How old is Fixer again?
I don't know, like 12?
That's really disturbing. I hope he puts his clothes back on soon. Oh, that's where all of Avon's hair is.
No, you're not making me look. I'm looking at you. You can't run away from my conversation.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Nope, that's not good. That's a 4.
That's a 4. You look. His persuasion roll is a 24.
Ugh.
As you turn and look, you see nothing going on, but you feel a wet finger poke into your ear for a moment.
Immediately stab out at him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Nope.
Is this a Dothraki wedding?
Okay.
Will she finally hit?
Probably not.
+8?
Yeah, no. I rolled an 8, so 16.
A 16 does not hit as you go to stab out at him. He just very, very elegantly steps over to the side and pushes the blade away. And there, see, you feel better now?
No, I don't.
Why?
Now I have a wet ear.
Yeah, because you're being a viner. There's no reason to
You're
vine.
a viner.
You're a viner.
You're a viner.
You're a viner.
Does that
Ooh, I
mean
can't hit things. Ooh.
Wow. You are being very rude today.
It sounds like you need to actually focus on some things that you're hitting instead of trying to just fing wildly like you just did.
I mean, maybe. I'll think about it.
Here. He runs his hand along your blade and you see this kind of golden edge align the blade and the tip. And alright, I'm not going to move. Swing at me and hit.
But that's not fun.
Well, you obviously couldn't hit me when I was not actually doing anything, so let's see if you can hit me when I'm just standing here.
Okay. But I don't know. That seems like a lot of work.
Am I within earshot of this?
You are.
Okay, this will only work if you can't see anything.
If I can't see anything, so I have to be
Yes.
blind?
Yep.
No.
Well, and I cast darkness.
Okay. You cast darkness. All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Normal.
Okay. I'm gonna use an inspiration, you know?
Really? You have the D6 you
Yeah,
can
you have that
use.
D6 you can add to it if you.
You know what? I just give up.
His AC can't be over 18, Sin.
What did you roll? What
He's
did you
got one hand.
I rolled a 4, and then I rolled
Oh.
a 3. You know what? Yeah, no, no. See, Sincere is not allowed to hit anyone. She misses
she-
horribly, and then
This
she's
is what
like,
you
okay,
get for
wait.
not taking Eldritch Blast as a warlock.
Okay,
Did you just jump up and
The
give Will
actual
Wheaton a
curse
I
hug?
rolled
warlock
one more
because of
time. I rolled one more time and rolled a nat 20.
All right.
Freaking finally.
But I'm
As-
not stabbing him.
What are you doing?
She just leans up and gives him a quick kiss on the cheek and says, "You're dumb. I hope we meet up again," and walks away.
As you do,
Net 20 kiss.
he grabs you for a hug and an actual embrace. And,
No.
and it's just this one-handed like embrace, and he's just like, "I would like that, and I wish you the best of luck. You'll do wonderfully."
I'll learn to hit sometime. Oh no, I don't want to stab someone with only one arm. I want to stab people that are hurting other people.
There will be a day where I can grow the arm back myself.
Fine. You can stop hugging me now and I'll drop darkness and we will go our separate ways and nobody will know what happened.
You notice he just kind of looks around as if he can actually see in the magical darkness,
I can also see in the magical
and
darkness.
just goes, "Oh, seeing, yeah, that's wonderful."
That's not at all convincing. I kick his shin and then I walk away. and
Roll
drop
to see
darkness.
if you hit his shin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll see if I can hit.
This is an unarmed strike, so you have to use your strength.
No. Rolled an 8 again.
You go to kick his shin, you make contact, but it's, "Oh, yeah, that hurts, ow, 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 ooh."
Mean. And I drop darkness and walk away.
Alrighty. As you walk away, he nods towards the officer, and the officer makes his way to go and find the captain. Anything else anyone would like to do? Or we will move the scene along.
Yeah, Haywen's ready for dinner.
Okay. After about an hour of you guys drinking, eating some small little snacks that hang around.
Sorry. Did I introduce myself?
Sure, if you want to.
I'm gonna be out in front of everybody and be like, "Howdy, my name is Six Shooter of the Desert Skies. You may call me Six. It's a little easier that way. And I've talked with your captain to see if I could be a hired hand of some sorts on your group. Y'all are a gloomy bunch.
What does this talking put it tat look like?
What do you look like?
He's
There you go.
he's like cheetah print, yellow cheetah print with very clear like light blue eyes, and he's wearing a very like large brown duster.
Does he
Pretty
got
much.
some sort of cowboy-like hat on his head?
No hat, no hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a hat that might just fit him.
I was gonna say mission 1.
Yeah, mission 1. I see. I built the character for the hat, actually. No.
It's funny, you're not getting the
Makes-
feather cap, you're getting the bowl cap.
Makes magic hat.
Major
Alright.
objective is to find the ancient hat of High Noon.
Yeah.
It's high noon.
Oh.
So he's like, I think y'all a bit of a dour bunch. What happened? You just came off a pretty big victory and killed a bunch of undead and that evil old witch and stuff. I heard that there was that mention. And...
We still haven't found any keys. Are you gonna help us find keys?
Do you always fish for information as soon as you meet people before you even ask for their names?
At the mention of the witch, Fixer looks at his hand.
Some dried blood now. What blood there wasn't much. If any.
Anyone just gonna be like, maybe you guys want to introduce yourselves to him, maybe?
I mean, one thing at a time. Let me answer these questions. These are really cool questions. Keys, I had no idea what you're talking about first, about that keys thing. But I could help you find some keys.
He's in.
All right, approval number one. That was easy. And as for you, little lady, I used to be a bounty hunter. I still am sort of a bounty hunter. So to be quite frank, information's a little bit more important to me than people. So I ask information first. But since I've been working with you guys, I would like to know your names, yes. My old habits just tend to get a little bit ahead of me.
Question 3. Do
You-
tabaxi have barbed penises just like cats?
At that note, Law will stand up, putting his hand up in front of Seer, and then he'll put his hand out to 6. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Law.
Nice to meet you too, Law. He's like blushing, by the way. Yeah, it's great. It's great to meet you, and yeah. That was information that she wanted.
Don't worry about that, 6. She
Don't
just
engage.
she asks a lot of really awkward questions. To answer your question, we're looking a bit dour because we lost one of our own in that fight.
I see. My condolences. I know a thing or two about lost allies and everything, but never gets easy.
Don Viamir.
Nice to meet you, Vamir.
No hand offered. Just behind Law.
Do you drink?
I had one, but I could use another. I'm always down for another.
At that, he's gonna slide the second mug towards him, and then Fixer.
Good to meet you too. By the look of that mug, it looks like you're gonna be my new drinking buddy, is what it is.
More poison water drinkers.
Poison what?
He's gonna take a big hearty sip, not sip, gulp, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'll be drinking too, and I'll be like, "What's this poison water? Poison water? You?"
It's what Viamir calls all alcohol, all of it.
He's
He calls
kind of
it
a
all poison
hippie.
water.
Oh. I mean, you could technically just do a little bit of, and I'm gonna use a prestidigitation on the alcohol and be like, you can make it taste like anything you want, you know. And then it's like this is gonna
that
take.
trick.
Yeah, but the mind-numbing effects that it imposes on you lessens your
Is-
connection to nature, and that is an affront to everything I stand for. But enjoy your poison water.
Which is why whenever we give him something that is liquid, it's water.
I see what you're getting at. All right, okay. I'm beginning to like this. I'm beginning to like this crew. And I'm gonna be honest. No offense to you, A1, Mr. Mr. Captain Tagger's protege and everything. But
You
why
want to
you
get a promotion?
DD, with my passive insight, would I understand that?
What is your
Or I
passive?
can roll.
What is your
12.
passive insight? 12? I would say. Oh man.
'Cause I've already beat Fixer's ass once. I'll do it again.
Fixer, are you trying to be like covert in your means?
No, he said it. He said the words.
Like
They were out loud.
as you say when we give him things, it's water.
I was definitely intending for Vimir to think that we were giving him water.
Okay, make a deception check versus an insight check.
Do I? So I should roll?
Yeah.
Well, it's not helped by my deception, but I end up with a 16.
Ooh, Vimir's learning things. I got an 18 on the die. I was looking for what my insight
shit.
is. Pretty sure it's +2.
Vimir?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, when they tell you they're giving you water, these motherfuckers are giving you alcohol. Poison water. They've given you poison water before. It didn't do anything to you, but they've given you poison water before.
I was helping to build tolerance so that you can be more prepared for poisons later.
Your disrespect of my culture is unnecessary.
I'm sorry. It was never meant as a disrespect for your culture.
Did I ever ask you to commune with nature?
Do you want me to?
No, because I have a feeling it would be lost on you. You disgusting person.
Probably.
Okay.
I wandered into something interesting here.
If you try to give me poison water, and he looks to each of the group, I will kill you after I get my keys.
You got time.
Noted.
I mean, let's be honest. I respect everybody's wishes and I respect everybody's beliefs. If you want to drink the alcohols, you drink the alcohols. If you don't want to drink the alcohols or poison water, it doesn't matter. You don't drink poison water.
Speaking of which, Law, are you okay here? I don't need to guard your fancy talking face.
Seems like everything's fine for the moment, Vimir.
Alrighty.
Very well. And I'll go back to the ship.
You're heading back?
Yep.
Okay. Over the next hour, food is cooked, plated, given to everybody. Everyone is able to get their fill and more if you so choose. And at this time, the captains make their way over to the table. Captain Holt sits down, cup of water in his hands. Captain Sage makes his way, sits down, a very fancy, ornately carved stone goblet in his, filled with wine.
Does it have any jewels in it?
Does not have any jewels.
I don't care.
Though does look expertly carved by some stonemasons.
As they kind of sit down, A1 will just be like, Captains, it's good to meet you guys in person. Glad we could join you.
Yeah. This is going to be a fun little introduction to each of you. I see our little hired gun is joining you. Are you staying here permanently? Should I be expecting you off of my ship?
You should probably talk to your first mate about that, but
That's
something like
all right.
that.
He is, for all hilarity, a grown man.
You gotta drink some.
Now, Captain Holt and I are actually wondering, because we have been in communication over the last 12 hours with our countries and giving them all the information about your ship and you individuals as a whole. So, what can we call this group?
He's kind of into the bottle at this point. Is there six of us in hexad?
What does that mean? There's-
Six.
Yeah, that's a good name. You could call us the Hexadick. Yeah, that's there was six of us when we fought, and now if your friend here is gonna join us, there'll be six of us again, and that's pretty good.
Does that mean we're going to have a furry on board? We're replacing our scaly with the furry?
Yeah,
Disgusting.
he said he was gonna join us, and he was gonna travel, and
Yeah,
he was gonna help
just
find
because
work. And,
somebody's like, I'm going to travel with you, doesn't mean that they're just suddenly part of the team.
yeah, I mean, they can be. I mean, that's kind of how
Also,
it
he
works.
didn't answer my question.
Yeah, I mean, we could get back to the questions for him later. And he's just kind of like motions over, like, we're trying to talk to these captains, like. Yeah, so you could call us that, and if you report back to your nations or your crew, and if there's anything. But yeah, that's what we'll go with. I like it, guys.
Captain Holt looks at you with just almost like a disappointed look, as if maybe you're not taking this seriously. And right, so we'll call you Six Dicks.
But how does Captain Taggart look at him? That's the real
Hexadic.
question.
Captain Taggart is not there.
I'm sorry, Captain Holt. I just don't feel comfortable joining a crew that's named after my penis. Let's just go with whatever they thought, like hexadic, something like that. I mean, it's an adjective that they're describing something, but it works, right? It works.
Yeah, they're describing six of you, and all of you are dicks. At least that's what I think when you say hexadick. But it's up to you all what your name is.
Hexadic. You gotta say it right.
Law will look over to Awen. How about the heroic hexad or something along those lines?
Oh no, I think this is actually kind of lovely. You will be a comedic group of heroes. We'll have all of you just lined up as little dolls.
Yeah,
Little penis dolls. We'll give this one, as he points to Sin, we'll give this one's horns at the head. We'll give this one pointed elven ears. We'll just keep yours bald, Captain.
yeah, I
We'll
mean,
put
I guess
tattoos on this one's.
if you make I didn't know you were gonna be making dolls out of us, like
Oh, I'm just saying, if you ever look into merchandising, I mean, this is the kind of thing that I would be thinking of.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really used to coming up with names for groups, but is that something that's part of your I guess, your
Oh no, merchandising is all up to you all. But if this is the name, I will write it down on the eternal piece of paper. As he pulls out a small notebook and just writes down Hexadic on a piece of paper, tears it, folds it, puts it away, writes it down again, tears it, folds it, hands it over to Captain Holt, who just... So, with that little bit taken care of, what are you all looking to do with the rest of your lives? Are you looking to be heroic? Are you looking to, well, stick to your ship's namesake?
I mean, we've got a lot of missions. I mean, depends on who you ask, like what we're trying to ultimately do. I mean, ultimately for me, I'd like to eventually get to a bigger ship, so that way, we could have more people on board, and we could be able to go places and pick up things and drop things off and stuff, and he just kind of like averts his. And I mean, Viamir, he's looking for the keys. I don't think any of us really know what that means yet, but he's looking for some keys somewhere around the country, or maybe around the whole planet. I'm not too sure, but there's something about some gladiators. I think he kind of looks around to see who. Yeah, there was something about gladiators at one point.
Yeah, my sister needs bodyguards, so she hired us to get gladiators for her.
Yeah, so gladiators. We're looking for keys. Looking for ways to get a bigger ship.
I just want to live in an engine.
And Fixers just wants to fix engines. I think that's what he said. He just wants to live around engines, and then and he just kind of looks at him like, in an engine. But yeah, we've all got different missions, and I guess I don't know. And he kind of looks towards Six and like, what are you looking to do?
Follow you guys.
Yeah, he's just looking to follow us when we're doing all of our things.
In fact, I'll be right with you. I'll head to the ship a little later, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna get up and look for Dalen.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Oh, god damn it.
Halflings.
Let me see. Oh shit. Okay. That's a non-natural 20.
Okay. Easy enough. Dalen is perusing with other officers.
Well, I hope the pay's worth it. I just joined a crew that's named after my dick, so that's something. They came up with a name when I was there.
Oh, that is deliciously lovely.
Also, Sage made a short joke about you. It was pretty funny.
I'm very sure he did.
Yeah. Anyways, how am I supposed to let you know about what they do? Right now, it sounds kind of dumb.
Well,
Slave, gladiators, slaves, and keys, and I don't know what they're doing, really.
he pulls out a small marble on a little keychain with what looks like a screw that it could actually fit into the handle of your gun.
Mm-hmm.
Use this however you like. Give it a squeeze, and it will open a way of communication, like a radio, but magical and private.
All right, sounds good. It's good doing business with you. If you hear that name, Hexadic, around the world.
Oh, I am
Anyways,
very excited to hear that name around the world.
I'm not that excited. I'll just say that. But that's okay. I'll be off now. You take care of yourself.
He tosses you an extra 500 gold. Double. Promised.
That's what I like about you, man. You keep your promises. You keep your promises. I'm just gonna walk away.
Alrighty. Walking away. Captain Holt just kind of eyes all of you. I guess the question we need to know is the bluntest of all. Are you intending to use the goodwill that you've received here and continue your criminal activities? Or are you intending to turn over a new leaf?
I mean, right now we're just, we're going where the money is, and I'm trying to help these guys out. It sounds like they've got some goals of finding keys and finding the gladiators and such, but I don't know, who knows where the sky's gonna take us. I mean, we're gonna travel a little bit and see if we can't get some more. You guys, I mean, do you know anything about keys? Like, Vimir's looking for some special keys.
No, but I'm looking for an answer whether or not you're gonna commit acts of piracy.
I mean, are you looking for a job? Do you want to give us a job? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking if you are going to, as a crew, rob merchant ships, civilian vessels.
I mean, anyone's just gonna kind of look to everyone else like.
Law will speak up. I'm pretty sure we said we're looking to find some keys and looking to hire some gladiators for my sister.
Yeah, dancing around the question with me doesn't really answer it. It's a simple yes or no, folks.
I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Pirate Captain Eowyn?
Yeah, I mean, we're pirates, right? And, pirates do things, they sometimes they have to do some of those things to make the money, and, at this point, I mean, I don't know where it's gonna lead us with our vessel here, and everyone just kind of pauses and just kind of is like waiting for either of them to kind of like be like, oh, yeah, that's great.
They both just stare at you, look to each other. Captain Sage, well, if that is the case, and you are going to still follow the acts of piracy, then orders are to be given to ensure that you pull yourself into a different direction. And if you don't, then, well, you will be shot down. So let that be a pull to you all. If you are caught committing an act of piracy, your bounties will go up.
Do I have a bounty right now?
You are considered to have no bounty at the moment, all of you.
Oh, okay.
But the first act of piracy that is reported from you, this ship, in your crew's name, then, well, expect the bounty hunters to be on your asses.
So you're saying you don't want us to commit any crimes, is that?
That is entirely up to you whether or not you commit crimes. You have done something good. We personally need more good individuals in this world, not more criminals.
Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, if you want us to do good things, we can certainly, we could do good things too. I mean, I don't, it's not too, like, we're gonna do bad things, but, I mean, yeah, certainly, like, if there was another witch, and we had to defeat another witch, we could do that.
So I think the bottom line here is, we would end up going where the money is. If your orders are to send us in a different direction, then what can you offer
We cannot give you
us?
orders. We are simply two captains with very powerful ships of two very powerful nations, who we could advise you to not make enemies of.
Yeah, we don't want to make enemies with you guys. I mean, that's why we came down here to eat and have drinks with you all, and you know, to bask in the glory and the accomplishment of, you know, we defeated the witch, and you know, that's you know what brought us here, and we went head on with the witch, and you know, we're able to defeat her, and you know, certainly if we could do other good things like that, that would be more ideal. We don't necessarily want you guys to be coming after us for doing something wrong.
I think he gets the point. Yeah.
Does that mean you're giving up piracy, Ewan?
Yeah, I mean, like we told the captains, you know, we're at this point, we're really just we're taking the ship, and we're looking for keys, we're looking for gladiators, so.
Then we will wish you a wonderful time doing so. And this small chest, and he puts not a small chest, but a good medium-sized chest on the table. And as he opens it, you see that there is 4 tall, top-to-bottom stacks of coin that just go in 4 rows, top to bottom. There is about 382 gold pieces. There is 200 silver pieces. And the last little pile here that you see goes almost all the way to the top, is mixed assortments of gems, ranging a total price of about 1,000 gold pieces.
I wasn't paying attention to numbers, but they sounded really big.
They're not big. It's a matter of the quantity of gems and the cuts. But they are excellent.
Yes, they do look excellent. You know what? I'll take care of all of this if you guys don't mind.
You want to take all the coins and.
Well, I mean, I'm going
gems?
to be taking care of it and making sure that it is allocated to the correct places as the quartermaster.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, you can help divvy that up amongst everyone. That sounds like a good plan. That was good thinking. You know, and he kind of looks to the captains like, quartermaster. You know, she's gonna help divide it all up and everything. So.
Well, I
Right.
mean, we got to kind of fix the ship.
So unsure of himself. Awen! Damn it, grow some balls! Oh, Vimir's not there. I'm sorry. I'll butt out again.
Yeah, we do have to probably fix up the ship. There's some holes, and you know, make some repairs when we get somewhere.
There
You
isn't
guys,
probably we have to fix the ship.
yeah,
So,
I mean,
you've heard
it'll
it
fly.
here. He
But
doesn't really want to do piracy things, so you don't have to worry about that from us. We're going to fix our ship. We might even rebrand the ship at one point. You know, things change, but I guess we could always get a hold of you and tell you that we're going, like, when we decide to rebrand. In fact, we might even change ourselves from the Hex Dig or whatever. you know, it's a change of plan, you know.
Oh, please
Kinda
don't.
Get
I-
over the entire shock that we have from losing somebody so close to us and from all of the carnage and wreckage that we have experienced recently. And you know, it is very lovely to meet all of you, but I really have to be going to get quartermaster things taken care of as I try to lift up.
As you try to lift it, what is your strength?
I think it's 11.
It's 11. It is too heavy for you to lift up by
And
yourself.
I turn and I look at other people. I'm like, actually, could you borrow me like one of your crew members? I'm not that strong, and
No.
the really strong one decided to go up to the ship because
No, I'm really actually enjoying this, and I really hope you don't change the name. I think it would be wonderful.
yeah, you know, it's fine, it's fine. And I turn and I start scanning for somebody who is stronger.
There looks to be a fair amount of individuals who are stronger. You see some Goliaths, you see some dwarves in these two forces. It is easy to find someone who looks pretty tough.
I get a Goliath and I offer to pay him 5. Help me move this.
5 gold?
Yep.
He holds out his hand for the 5 gold first.
I put the 5 gold in his hand.
Takes it, pockets it, lifts it. Alright. Show me where it's going.
Okay, just follow me right this way.
Follows
And
you.
I'm leading him to the ship.
Alrighty. The two captains both get up. I do wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, we really appreciate that, and like she said, maybe we'll run into you guys again soon. Maybe before you go, maybe somewhere close by where we could take our ship for some repairs.
You're close enough to Oasis. Oasis would be the closest destination. But from what you're saying, you don't want to go backwards. You want to go to Zaylan if you're looking for gladiators. So,
Zaylan for gladiators, okay. And there's somewhere in Zaylan, you think maybe that we could stop and get some fix?
plenty of places. Elansk is your closest capital.
What was that?
Elansk.
Elansk.
Elonsk. But that's at least gonna take you a week. In this condition, probably a week and a half.
Anyone's just gonna kind of look towards the others and be like, "Do we have enough? We have enough food to get us there? A week and a half?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, I think that's where we could head. We could head towards Zaylan, and it might be a little windy on the way there with some of the holes in the ship, but I think we can make it, and we'll make the fixes we need, and like I said, we'll stay out of trouble. We don't want to do you guys wrong.
Good. He gets up and leaves. Captain Sage just gives an elegant bow. I wish you all the very best of luck. Have fun with your lives. Truly, have fun with them.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and Awen just kind of stands up as they leave out of respect.
Okay. As you do, making their way, would you all like to retire and move the scene forward? Or do you have things you would like to do before you leave?
I've got things I want to do.
Okay. Viamir, back on the ship.
I want to go to the medical quarters where Sazia was last.
Okay. As you enter, Harper is there. Sazia's body is not.
Where is he?
I was told to burn his body and lay him to rest. And so I did.
Where is Ashes?
She points to a small tin cup.
I take it.
You take it. Filled with ashes.
Now I'll make my way back out the ship, and I'm assuming I got some sort of topographical view of this area.
Yep.
When we rode in. And I want to find a... I'll let my gut also tell me, but I want to find a good area to lay him to rest.
It's easy enough. About a good maybe mile walk away from the ship, more northward into the plains, there's a little dip that creates a valley that kind of opens into a small pond by the looks of it.
I just want to stick my double-bladed scimitar into the dirt and take a little bit of the ash for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put it in something. I'm sure I have something I can put it in. An empty vial from the Greater Healing Potion.
Okay.
And the rest, I'll just sit cross-legged at the edge of the pond and concentrate on the force of nature that is there. Again, digging my fingers into the earth. Attuning myself with the vibrancy of the world. And when I feel that I've gotten, I guess, to Sazia's vibrancy, that same wavelength, I'll just take the remaining ashes and handful by handful throw them into whichever area feels most natural for me and what's left of him.
Okay. Taking your time to do this. Spreading the ashes and letting them fly out into the night air. Make an insight check.
$17, 19. Yeah, 19.
You feel that this is the right thing to do. It feels right. There's that calmness that overwhelms you, and it almost feels like a thank you comes out of it.
I'll take the little bit of ash that is left that I've secured for myself and try to scour around for some berries, roots, or something that I can make some ink out of.
Make a survival check.
Oh, that was almost a 2, but it's an 18 plus. I can use wisdom, right?
Yeah, survival is wisdom.
Well, survival's intelligence. So I have a +1 in nature. Oh, you said survival, right?
Yeah, survival should
Okay,
be
yeah,
wisdom.
+4.
Yeah.
So 22.
22. Looking around, you find some roots and some berries that will make some good ink.
Are they close to Sazia's color?
The roots will make a bit of a palish green. The berries are this yellowish violet color.
I'll gather those up. Put them in my pack next to the vial of ash. Withdraw my scimitar. And just head back to the ship.
Okay. Heading back to the ship that evening. Anything else anyone wishes to do?
As we're getting onto the ship, Law's gonna pull Awen aside.
Yeah.
So, Captain, have you thought about picking someone for a first mate?
I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, we've got, let's see, Viamir is on navigation. It sounds like Sin is the quartermaster, and Fixer's always down by the engines. So I mean, probably. Probably. I guess that really only leaves you, and I don't really know the new guy, but he's more. It sounded like he was more in regards to like the weaponry. So I don't know if he's really interested in that, but. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, if we need a first mate, and it sounds perfect. There'll be 6 people and 6 jobs right now, and I think that's a great name. First mate Law. That's pretty good.
I'm the law.
Well, yeah. Before we fought the Blood Witch, I was gonna recommend Sazia. Actually, I was meaning to talk to you about this anyway. Mostly I just think you should make sure whoever it is, be it me or anyone, because positions can always be moved around, make sure it's someone who compliments you.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably not be Viamir. Viamir does not give compliments. So I mean, Viamir, he did pretty good, yeah, with the navigation, and but yeah, we could certainly evaluate things when we're up in the air, and as we're doing stuff and looking for the keys and looking for the gladiators. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for the time being, would certainly I could look to you for some of I don't know how familiar you are with being on a ship or air travel or anything like that.
Well, I'm not familiar with being on a ship, and quite frankly, air travel makes me a little nauseous, but I'm good at inspiring people.
Yeah, and that's definitely what captains and first mates should be doing. We should be inspiring and leading the rest of the group, and really trying to make sure that everyone's pretty happy. And I know that the 6 who we just joined our ranks here, they were looking to hopefully make some money, and I think that ultimately that's what we're all looking to do. So we got to kind of find some things to do that'll help us make money. So, and I mean, you're great at making money. You did sell the sand to the guy with the money.
Yeah, I sold the sand to the guy with the money. Well, if you want it to be me, I'm honored to step into the position.
Yeah, I think that certainly, I think that makes sense right now. I mean, I know that Lyceris, I mean, I think she's going to be critical in our crew as far as her knowledge and things of the ship, but I mean, she's not really getting off the ship, so she's kind of more, I don't know what kind of title you kind of give to that, more of just like, I'm not sure.
Pilot?
Yeah, like the pilot more so than anything else, really.
Or, well, I mean, in the old stories with the sea ships, they would call it a helmsman.
Oh, yeah, I mean, do they... Yeah, they could probably call that too, or with being a woman. I don't know if they say helmswoman. Is that anything? I'm not too familiar with sea travel.
You hear footsteps coming up from behind you, and she just looks at both of you.
Oh, Lyceris, we were just talking about you, and we were trying to determine like what a good title. Everyone's been asking about titles, like about like on the ship, like what
Yeah,
their
you
titles
can
are.
just call me your advisor. I'm the one who knows this ship better than anyone.
You just want to be called advisor? Advisor.
Yeah, I am your voice, I am your ears. That is kind of how I work, yeah.
So you don't like want to just be like a helmswoman. That's what. I mean, you like
I don't care what you call me. But as long as you are on this ship and I am alive, it is my ship. You are just the one who owns it. You follow my advice. And she throws a shoulder into Law, purposefully, like, just chucks it right into him. And then just makes her way up.
Yeah, so maybe I guess we'll just call her advisor, and then you could be the first mate, and we've got our, navigation and quartermaster, and yeah, I think it's coming along pretty good. I think we can certainly find something for each of us to do, and I don't think Captain Taggart, I think we maybe need to find a few more people to potentially join the ranks, because I think most of the guys with Captain Taggart they're probably going to get off with him when we.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I guess we should be. I guess we should be on our way then.
Yeah, I think we just make sure everyone. I think everyone should be on board, and we can get ready to take off here soon, and make our way towards Zaylan and see if we can't get our ship fixed up here. And like I said, I mean, we might need to find some more food. But wait, are we supposed to drop Captain Taggart off somewhere? I think we got to drop him off first, and then we can maybe make our way to Zaylan.
I mean, we might be able to get our ship repaired before we make it to Zaylan. I just wasn't gonna say anything about, anything else in front of two military captains. I'm not Sin. I don't bring up the word pirate captain in front of the military.
Yeah, so it's probably good we didn't bring up anything about like Corsair, where we're go drop Captain Taggart and them off at, and yeah, maybe
Probably
Corsair.
A really good thing.
Yeah, that was probably good thinking. Yeah, I wasn't really sure where they were getting at when they were talking about the whole piracy thing. I was like, do they want me to commit crime? Do they not want me to commit crime? I was pretty lost, but I think we said the right answer.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think calling you a pirate captain right in front of them was not the best idea. We could have all been arrested right there. So, and I really, really don't need that information getting back to my family.
Yeah, that's best. Yeah, why don't we make sure Taggart and all his men are on board, and we'll get heading maybe towards Corsair, and then from there we could hopefully make our way maybe towards Zaylan. That might be the next stop.
All right, that sounds like a plan then, Captain.
All right. With that,
Excuse you. I would like to nom nom some gem.
you want to nom nom some gems? Make an investigation check as the Goliath just kind of shakes his head. Lift weights.
Why would I lift weights when I can just pay you? And thank you so much. And I give him a gold.
All right, extra gold.
Okay, time to find some delicious gems.
Yep. Make a check. Make a gem crafting check. Jewel crafter's check.
Jewel crafting.
Yeah.
Okay, and I didn't use the D6 that we needed to use. Okay. That is 22.
22. Looking through this pile of gemstones, you find one that looks very, very nice. In particular, it looks to be about maybe 300 gold pieces worth of a diamond. You get no inclination from your patron, though. You get no pains of hunger that you've had before. It's just quiet.
She just like awkwardly puts it in her mouth and she's like,
As you do, you feel the natural the natural production of saliva that you produce increases almost tenfold. And as it does, though, you feel this kind of pop rock sensation as the diamond begins to fizzle and melt down into this thick, kind of syrupy liquid. As you
what does it taste?
It tastes... I would say a diamond kind of tastes like a freshly popped bottle of champagne.
She's very confused, but like is somewhat enjoying it.
As you drink it down, it warms your stomach and it kind of fills you with a bit of pride as you seem to have fulfilled a portion of your patron's request. However, there is a moment where you feel your body harden and stiffen almost. And you have that, oh fuck, I'm going to end up in a crystal again. But you get a vision. And this vision is very simple, but it's very strange as well. You see yourself going to a town. And in the town, you count 7 rocks. And on the 7th rock, you pick it up, and you stack it on the 6th. You count out 7 rocks, you pick it up, and stack it on the 6th. You do this 7 times, counting out 7 rocks, always stacking them on the 6th. And then you see yourself in another town, doing the same thing. And then another, and another, and another. You count out 4, 5, 6, 7 locations that you need to go to and do this.
Do I have any inkling of where these towns are?
You know one. One you can pick right off without issue. The capital city of Hegan, Oasis. Make an insight check for the rest.
Oh boy. Insight. Oh. God. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's try that. 9.
9. They all look like really big cities.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find... Maybe there will be a sign for you. Every city or town you go to, maybe you'll have a sign.
All right. And then she'll just probably tally up the gems costs, what they have, and
Yeah,
that's
mark
what she'll
300 gold worth off of the 1,000. You have about 700 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
That's all I wanted.
Okay. Alrighty. With that, if no one else has anything they wish to do, you all find yourselves getting back up onto the hand, getting a rough night's rest of sleep under your belts. It's a little difficult after sleeping earlier in the day, but the events, thankfully, being a little bit more exhausting as of late, make it easier for you all to find some sleep. So, as you awaken the next morning, the Umbra and the Oasis both see you off as the hand makes its way out of the area and back to Corsair as far as Lysiris is concerned. Is there any objections from the crew or the captain? No objections?
No.
Oh,
not from Viamir, but as a player, how do we make sure they're not tracking us? Dun-dun-dun. Captain, figure it out. But Viamir will just monitor the radars.
All right, Viamir, monitoring the radars, you seem to not be tracked. Thankfully, they seem to let you go, and both ships head back to their patrol routes. As you start making your way back to Corsair, moving the next few days ahead, you find yourselves once again docking in the pirate capital of the world, city of Corsair. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode, where we will pick up next week as we get our newest crew member a little initiated into the way that things work in this crew, apparently. Drinking, bossing everyone around, all that kind of fun stuff.
As a side little thing, as we set sail, could I have had 6B on, like, kind of feeling the wind and kind of smiling, and then do a little, like, prestidigitation on a smoke on a finger and blowing it away, like, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Easy enough. You stand by one of the holes in the ship and take care of it.
Can I apply the, well, I'll just refer to it as the Sazia tattoo, with his ash and roots and berries that I found?
You can over the course of a full day. That is easy and something very simple for you to do. I do need you, however, to write down in your notes, and when I figure out how to add it, I will. But you now have access to the Chill Touch spell.
I have access?
Yes. And you use your Wisdom modifier to cast it. And I also need you to add 1 point of corruption.
1 point of...
How does corruption work? That's where you can change your
Alignment and kind of changes a lot of things as well.
Interesting.
So that's 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, right?
Yep. And it's a 1d8 cold damage that, should you hit, will prevent a target from healing.
Oh, I know the spell. I just wanted to make sure I was...
So with that, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. We are going to raid another streamer. Scraticus is playing Curse of Strahd, so we're going to go hang out, see how they're doing, and having some fun. But with that, folks, look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye now.